What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video, man. We're going to be talking about a gun that I don't talk about all too often within this game. A gun that I actually don't use all too often, but have started using it recently, and that is the AK-47, as the title suggests, or as the thumbnail suggests. You guys can see exactly which weapon it is, and I'm going to be using this gun for Warzone, and there's going to be two classes for it. One of them that's an SMG version, and the other one that is a long-range version. And you guys might think, dude, it's the AK-47. It's not viable in Warzone. It's not that good. But guys, the damage that the AK-47 gives is definitely something you want to think about using when playing Warzone. And if you can make a class that makes it really easy to control the recoil at long distances, like I have in this video, that is definitely a class you want to use. And the SMG version is a class that literally shreds people at close range. So guys, make sure to get these two classes. They're great for both on or all distances, I should say, in the game, even mid-range. And it's a gun that you definitely want to think about using if you want to draw people fast. Now, before we get into the classes, if you guys could drop a like on this video, we're gonna go for 2,000 on this video right here. You guys could do it. You guys are awesome. I know you guys usually do hit the like goals, so let's go ahead and do that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here with those notifications turned on, and let me know down in the comments below if you think like I think. And I used to think the AK-47 was a gun that like was better in older CODs, but once you get used to it in this game, once you're able to control it in this game, it's one of the better assault rifles in the game. Now, I will say that the M13 is still really nice to use, but the AK-47 damage it gives off is really cool. So let's get into the class right here. And the first thing you want to run for the long distance AK-47, which we're going to get into the SMG version after this one, which I love, but for the long distance one, the first thing you want to run is the barrel 23-inch RPK barrel. This gives you damage range, gives you bullet velocity, and gives you recoil control, but it does take away some ADS speed and movement speed. But like guys, we're going for long range for this class, which is really good that we got the damage range. I kind of rather sacrifice a little bit of ADS just to get that damage range and bullet velocity. And the cool part about this attachment is it gives recoil control, which the AK-47 definitely needs. And we did sacrifice the muzzle because we're not putting one on this class, so that we could put other attachments to get more recoil control and make this gun pretty much into a laser. The optic is going to be the GI mini reflex, or honestly whatever optic you guys like using. One of them that's kind of light, maybe like the Cronin LP945 or something, but I really like the mini reflex. It's the lightest one. It doesn't take away much movement or ADS speed, and it is really cool. It has a clear picture, very easy to shoot people at, and I like it a lot. Now, the Underbarrel is not going to be the Commando foregrip, one of my favorites. It's actually going to be the Merc foregrip for this one here, and the reason we want that is for that recoil control that the Merc foregrip gives. It gives a really nice amount of recoil control, making this gun very easy to control at those mid to long range shots. It also gives hipfire accuracy. In case some dude actually does come up to you up close, you will be able to hipfire and hit a lot of bullets on him rather than waiting to aim down sights, which will take a little longer with this class. Now, this attachment does take away some aim walking movement speed and some ADS speed, which means the aim walking movement speed, you won't be able to move as fast while aiming down sights, which means you could be a sitting duck. But if you're sitting in higher up advantage points and stuff like that, you'll definitely be able to take out the enemy before they could even start shooting at you. So it's kind of nice to have. Now, the ADS speed is pretty bad on this gun. I'm going to tell you guys that right now, but it's still great for long distance. You don't need ADS speed for long distance. The ammunition, you definitely want to run the 40-round mags. There is a drum barrel that you guys could go ahead, or a double drum barrel, I should say, that you guys could throw on as well, which I think has 75 bullets, but in all honesty, it's not worth it whatsoever. The movement speed is very slow, and the ADS speed is very, very slow as well if you throw that attachment on. So the 40-round mags is the biggest one you could throw on if you're worrying about ADS and movement and all that kind of stuff. It's the best one that you guys could actually use for that, and it's still pretty good. 40 rounds is still very good on the AK-47. You will be able to get at least double kills and stuff like that. Now, the rear grip is one that I like a lot, and no, it's not stippled grip tape, which is my favorite grip tape to use in the entire game, but it is going to be the rubberized grip tape. And like I said, we want that recoil control, and that is all this grip tape gives, is recoil control, which makes this gun really, really nice to shoot at people. You guys are going to see, like, just watch the gameplay in the background. This gun doesn't have much kick to it whatsoever. It's really nice to stay on target, but once you guys start getting an understanding of the recoil pattern on this weapon, you're going to see it's actually a lot easier than you think to control. Now, I know it's kind of like really hard to get used to this gun at first. It will take a couple of games, but once you do, it is one of the nicest guns to actually run in the game. Once you're able to control the recoil on it, it's very easy to use. You're going to be dropping people in less bullets than it takes for them to drop you, and it's definitely a gun you want to consider using, and it's a gun that's very overlooked. A lot of people don't really use it that much, and when you do see somebody using it, you're wondering how you die so fast to the AK-47, but guys, it's for a good reason. It's a very good gun, so definitely think about using this. I will say for the perks in Warzone, you definitely want to have Ghost on in your perk 2 slot, and I think Tracker is pretty nice, and Amped as well is pretty nice to run, so whatever you guys want to run for those, but those are the perks I suggest. And for the lethal, I really suggest running a C4 or a 2 if you can, and I also really suggest a heartbeat sensor, so you're able to have a little mini UAV with you at all times. You could at least see where people are, maybe up to like 40 meters ahead of you and stuff, so that's good to have the heartbeat sensor. Now let's get on to the SMG version of this gun right here, and this is probably my favorite version because it does compete with a lot of the SMGs, and I'm not talking about the bad SMGs in the game. I'm talking about the MP7, the MP5. If you guys could get to jump on people, the AK-47 will drop them up close, and it's really nice to have. So the first thing you want to run on the SMG version is going to be the barrel, the 8.1 inch compact barrel. And the nice thing about this one right here is that it gives you ADS speed and it gives you movement speed, which you really want, but you do lose bullet velocity and recoil control. And I will say this gun right here, I'm going to give you guys the biggest warning ever: don't try to go for long range shots with this class right here. It's specifically an SMG version, and I'm gonna say it, I usually say my SMG versions are good for long range. Like when I make the MP7, it still does good at long range. The MP5, it still does good at long range. The AK-47, it might do decent at long range, but the kick and the recoil is going to be very hard to control. So use this strictly as an SMG. As a secondary, you might want to run the M13 or something like that, but this one right here, trust me guys, use it strictly as an SMG. The stock is going to be no stock. This gives you, again, movement speed and ADS speed. Exactly like the barrel, you're going to be really fast at aiming down sights and moving around with this weapon. Now it does take away, again, aiming stability and recoil control once again. The aiming stability, it's not that bad to lose, but the recoil control makes a very big difference on this class right here, and that's why I say you don't want to use this one for long or mid range or anything like that. You want to use it for close, maybe close mid, but not like mid long or anything like that. Trust me, it's just too crazy to use for those distances. Now the underbarrel is going to be the Merc foregrip once again, and the reason we're throwing this one on is to get that little extra recoil control that we sadly do need on this class. If we didn't need it, I'd probably run the commando foregrip or something, but we definitely need to run this to get that recoil control, and it also gives us hip fire accuracy. And when you think of SMGs, hip fire accuracy is something that's really nice to have. Again, it takes away aim walking, movement speed, and some ADS speed, but at the end of the day, that's a good sacrifice to get that recoil control on this class. If you didn't get it, this gun would be really crazy. Now the ammunition, again, is going to be 40 round mags. I love having that on my classes. It does take away a little movement and a little ADS speed, but it's not that noticeable in all honesty. It's really good to have. You're barely going to be reloading and stuff, and it's fun. It's really like you can just shoot at people like crazy. And the last attachment on this class is one that I love, and I mean, if you guys know me, I don't even have to say it, but I'm going to say it anyways, and it is the rear grip stippled grip tape. Really fun attachment to have because it gives you ADS speed, but not only that, it gives you sprint to fire speed, which I think is the most important attachment in the entire game. And I don't care, I'll say that 1,000 times until everybody understands that sprint to fire speed is one of the most important things to have in the game. Let's say you're both running an MP5 class, you're both sprinting, and you both see each other at the exact same millisecond. Well, the guy who has the sprint to fire speed on his class will be able to shoot first. He'll be able to fire his weapon before the guy who doesn't have it on, meaning if you all hit all your bullets at the same spot, the guy with this attachment right here is going to win the gunfight. So definitely, guys, think about using it, man. The stippled grip tape, a lot of people overlook it. Really nice attachment to have on the weapon. Now it does take away some aiming stability, but at the end of the day, dude, we already lost so much recoil, so it doesn't even matter. Like, we've already lost so much that it doesn't matter whatsoever. That's going to be it for the video, guys. Let me know which version you like better down in the comments below, the long range version or the SMG version. I have to say the SMG is my favorite. I love it. I know it's not that viable at distance, which Warzone is a lot of distance, but once you get up close, man, those people are going to crap themselves. So definitely go ahead and use that. Like I said, guys, if we could drop 2,000 likes on this video, that would be amazing. I know you guys could do it. You've done it before, so let's do it again. And if you guys could subscribe to the channel if you're new around here with those notifications turned on. We're already super close to 560,000, which is, it's crazy. I'm gonna keep saying it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.